Alright, good day, good evening, good morning, whatever the time is for you. We're gonna have a shorter stream today. I had some works done on my roof, therefore I could not stream much. We only have like 2, 4, 6 articles. I once again forgot to choose them from Grout News, so we're gonna have to do this on the run. It's not a biggie. Oh, I just forgot once again. Oh. Okay. Oh, we got a reminder. YouTube channel. We now have 33 videos there. Some very interesting stuff. Nobody watches, unfortunately. But some people actually seems to watch now the Biden versus Democrats, which is a good thing considering this video, the Microsoft AI record just completely died, was murdered by YouTube. There's no more action going on it. There are no impressions gained, so YouTube is not showing this video to people anymore. Hopefully we're gonna get some other banger video out soon. We have a few more. We are pumping them out at a quick pace, so hopefully YouTube algorithm like that, and these we are very active. VOD's channel, and the next VOD is going to be uploaded tomorrow. The VOD from yesterday, that is. I hope I... Oh... No, I named it wrong. Alright, we're gonna do a quick edit. There we go. No, let's do this. 26%. That's gonna take a while. What's channel, YouTube channel. Be sure to watch them both. And we can go straight to the business. I only have 6 articles, 2 tweets, and 1 news about Fallout show. So this isn't going to be any long stream. I also need to, edit videos. I was visiting dentist today. So we first have an article that is only covered by the right. Biden judicial nominee can't say whether chromosomes determine sex. I have never studied biology. Well, that's a fair argument. Yeah, USA. We're gonna facepalm at this. If there are any actual factual news there, Washington Times. Mixed factuality. Everybody has a mixed factuality. Daily Conservative, Daily News, Life News, Red State. Yeah, I could see why these news are low factual. The New York's, Washington Times. Right, I'm gonna change this scene so I can see if there won't be any like pop-ups on my screen that could be incriminating. Well, not incriminating, but that could, okay, so they are... Oh, they also work like Reuters when you can read a few articles, but then you have to pay for it. So, let's see. Anniversary say 42 years of bylines you can trust. Well, Ground News is saying something else. No commitment, cancel anytime. So annual... Oh, I'm gonna show it to you. So annual costs $29 from apparently $108. You're gonna save $79. 2 years cost you $42. By the way, CNN articles are for free even now. So there you go. But now these evil leftists, they wanna take your homes. They wanna make you poor. Meanwhile, the right wing sides, yes, those evil leftists wants to, drag you all the way to the poverty. And to read about that, please subscribe. What a joke. Okay, I'm gonna close it now. And I'm gonna see if there's any other pop-ups. Why do we have whatever? Okay, that's, oh my god, that is. Wait. Okay. So, one of President Biden's judicial nominees is under scrutiny for refusing to answer whether chromosomes determine one's biological sex, insisting that she never studied biology and is unqualified to answer it. I mean, that is completely reasonable answer. If you are unqualified to talk in the topic of biology, then you should definitely shut up. Of course, if she has an opinion on other topics regarding biology, then she is a bit hypocritical. Unfortunately, I have no idea who that is, therefore I cannot comment. Magistrate Judge Sarah Nedborn pleaded innocence of the question when asked it in a written questionnaire by Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina, the top Republican on the Senate Judiciary Committee. Is it possible to determine person's sex by only analyzing their chromosomes? The South Carolina Republican asked the nominee. I would not know either. Like I'm gonna Google it right now, actually. What the hell is a chromosome and what the fuck are those pop-ups? Bro, I'm scared they're gonna show something I don't want to be seen. Alright, so. Wait, before you go, I'm not going anywhere, you idiots. What is a chromosome? Yes, I should probably know it. But whatever. A chromosome is a package of DNA with part or all the genetic material of an organism. In most chromosomes, the very long thin DNA fibers are coated with nucleosome. But interesting. Bro, this is kinda, this is kinda wrong, and I don't want to read this. I mean, there's no TLDR, so what the fuck am I supposed to get from it? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna probably give her I'm gonna probably stick with her and that it is something, I'm not sure, what the fuck even is that question? I mean, she's supposed to be a judiciary, not a fucking biologist, so what the fuck? And, okay, I'm gonna click no. You might also, I have never studied biology, and therefore I'm unqualified to answer this question, Judge Nedman said. Completely reasonable. The back and forth came in form of written follow-up questions following the nominee's confirmation hearing last month. During the May 2022 hearing, Republican Senator quizzed Judge Nedbourne over her decision to transfer a biological male child abuse. Oh my Jesus God. Poor one. I'm furious sorry for her that she even have to listen to these bullshit questions, and people actually want to vote for them. What the fuck? What the fuck? biological male abuser to a female person after the inmate decided to identify as a woman. Oh my god, bro, just fucking resign and go work in a McDonald's. You're fucking useless. You're a joke of a politician, you fucking clown. Her decision to move the person conflicted with the recommendation. Okay, so she wanted to move someone who was identifying as a who was somebody who did something to kids and decided to identify as a woman to the female person. I mean, person. I mean, if you did something to children, like you should be always sticking to the male person, even if you are actual biological women. Not gonna lie, because you don't deserve any sort of pity. The inmate had been convicted of doing something to children, a 17-year-old girl and 9-year-old boy. The inmate was also convicted of distributing something very ugly material. Judge Nedburn has been magistrate judge for more than a decade. Like, that's his. I would like to get some sort of source if she actually said that. I mean, if she wanted to transfer a guy who did something very ugly to children, then fuck her. Like, not gonna even like fuck her. Like, fire her and send her right to the Wendy's. Like, abusers, even if it's a goddamn woman, send them to fucking guy prison. I don't give a fuck. Like, they do not deserve any good treatment. I'm moving on before something other jumps at me. I mean, there were no sources, like there were not any source, like they were not source anything like from other media that could indicate that, that could support their points. It was just like few columns. I'm gonna try to stay indifferent. However, I mean, those questions are also dumb as fuck. Bro, why are you fucking playing 1000 questions? Just ask her directly. Did you send a fucking something guy that does ugly things to children to the female prison because he decided to identify as a woman? Yes or no? There you go. Easy. You don't have to play fucking 1000 questions. But then people would maybe realize that, the salary you get is wasted. Election certification disputes in handful of states spark concerns over presidential contest. In Michigan's Upper Peninsula, 2 Republican members of county canvassing board last month refused to sign off on the results of an election that led to the recall of 3 GOP members of the county commission. They did so only after state officials warned them it was their legal duty to record the final vote tally. Okay. Is there any... Okay, nothing here. Does CNN have an article? No, but AP does. Nice. Nice. This is what I... Oh, okay, this is a bit annoying, but hey. But this is what I like, alright? You can read as many articles as you want, and these sites only ask you. They only show a pop-up here, do you want to donate? You click no, I don't want. They're gonna bother when you read it, however, they will not walk themselves away from you. So you'll be always able to read the news, unlike some other sites. And this is on every site, alright? I'm not trying to, pick a fight with the right-wing media. However, I mean, at least on ground news, the media that are shown then, which I try to read from then. Centis and AI do have, some sort of subscription based for you to be able to even read those news. Like this should, I mean, this is scummy. Like you should always be able to read the news. Like then you have people who actually then cry about misinformation. Of course, there's a misinformation when you cannot read the news on the internet and you instead get it from your friends or a friend of your friend. So let us read. In Michigan's Upper Peninsula, two Republican members of a county canvassing board last month refused to sign off the results of an election that led to recall of three GOP members of the county commission. They did so only after state officials warned them it was their legal duty to record the final vote tally. In Georgia's Fulton County, which includes the Democratic voting city of Atlanta, a group run by members of former President Donald Trump's administration last week sued so a Republican member of the local election boards could refuse to certify the results of the primary elections. Oh. Alright, let's keep reading. And in Arizona, GOP lawmakers sued to reverse the state's top Democratic officials' requirement that local boards automatically... No, I'm not going to subscribe, thank you. Local boards automatically validate the election results. The past 4 years have been filled with battles over all sorts of election arcana, including one that had long been regarded as an administrative afterthought, with the known state and local boards certifying results. With the presidential elections looming in November, the attorneys are gearing up for yet more fights over election certifications, obviously. Especially in the swing states where the victory margins are expected to be very tight. Yes. And you know exactly what is going to happen if one party loses. Like if Trump wins, then the Democrats are going to be very depressed. You're gonna see many videos of depressed Democrats, and that's about it. However, if Trump loses, and it's going to be once again very close in those swing states, then yeah, prepare for round 2 of people just saying, yeah, corrupted elections, yeah, we have evidence. And yes, I do believe there's definitely something dark happening in the United States elections. I just do not believe it is happening only on the one side. In the end, the United States work very simple. If you match the political and the ideological views of one party, then that one party is going to protect you, and if you do not match, then they are going to try to bring you down, or they're gonna try to do anything to, break your reputation. That country is so fucked up. It's so divided. Honestly, it is very close to actually, honestly, one part of me is thinking if the US wouldn't be better if he just split into 2 nations. Then the other side thinks that would mean the Chinese would most likely become the next global superpower, and that nobody really wants that. I mean, you can see what's happening in Taiwan, and Chinese has much more, soldiers and stuff to, do military bases. The economy is not as big as the United States, obviously, and we're gonna see how are they gonna do in the upcoming months, because the economy has been actually struggling. Who knows? Trump and his allies have tried to use that tactic to stop election results from being made final if they lose in 2020. Two Republicans on Michigan's State Board of Canvassers, which must certify ballots totals before state officials can declare a winner, briefly balked at signing off before one relented and became the decisive vote. Trump had cheered the delay as a part of his push to overturn his laws that ultimately culminated in the January 6, 2021 attack on the US Capitol. Just as I said before, this, this cheeky stats are done by both sides, alright? And the Republicans are doing it only because they're lost. And they know their voters will believe them, or the hardline core is going to believe them. How big of an impact it made, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna just wait for the November elections, or for the elections, and I'm gonna see just how many votes will be cast this time. I mean, the last time, both of them got record number of votes. Trump got like 73 millions and Biden got 81 millions. Like, both are absurdly high. Just saying. How much the COVID had impact on it, I have no idea. Anyways, moving on, I think. Oh no, during the 2022 midterms, some conservative rural countries tried to hold up their state election results, citing the same debunked claims of voter fraud that Trump has made. In New Mexico, rural county supervisors refused to certify the state primary vote until they were threatened with persecution. Oh wow, how mature. In Cochise County in southeastern Arizona, two Republican supervisors who refused to certify the local vote totals said they had no doubt their own county's tally was accurate, but were protesting the counts in other counties that give Democratic candidates for governor, attorney general, and secretary of the state their victories. Responding to the certification controversies, Michigan Democratic legislature passed a law making clear that state and local canvassing boards must certify election totals. The two Arizona county supervisors are currently facing criminal charges filed by the state's Democratic Attorney General. Yeah. Just remember which party does gerrymandering. I mean, both of them do that. However, which party came with the gerrymandering and made it popular? Yeah. And if you do not know what gerrymandering is, it is basically redrawing your district borders to more spread out your opposition's voters so you have better chance of winning. Yeah, that's gerrymandering. That is most definitely legit in democracy. But no, they all know because they do it. It's right. I mean, they are only trying to protect you from those evil woke leftists. What a joke. Democrats and non-partisan groups says the thousands of local election oversight boards across the country are in the place to contest ballot counts, and that state laws make clear they have no leeway on whether to sign off on their staff's final tallies. Election authorities don't have the discretion to reject the results of an election because of their vibes, said Jonathan Diaz of the Campaign Legal Center, adding that lawsuits and recounts are the proper recourse. They are there to perform a function. They are there to certify. Yes. However, some Republicans argue that's going too far. Corey Langhofer, the attorney suing the overturn the election procedures manuals directive in Arizona that was issued by the Democratic Attorney General and Secretary of the State, said he didn't support the effort to block certification in Cochise County in 2022, but he argued local elected boards of supervisors have to have some discretion to police elections. It seemed to me the system is stronger when you have multiple eyes on it, Langhofer said. On the efforts to block certification in 2020 and 2022, he added, I hope that's behind us. Democrats doubt that's the case. They know that the America First Policy Institute, a pro-Trump organization run by former officials from his administration, filed a lawsuit in Georgia to let Fulton County Election Board member Julie Adams vote against certifying elections. Adams, for other board members, voted to certify last primary, but Adams abstained last week, contending she couldn't accept the results given prior election administration problems in the county. Yes, okay, so apparently 4 people thought they were absolutely fine, but she suddenly only she thought they were wrong. Okay, like whatever. Like, who are you to decide like if the elections were done like correctly or not? Like what? Like who gave you this? Right? I mean, yeah, it's just like I'm trying my best to understand. All right, I'm trying my best to understand the both sides. However, I just cannot understand what the Republicans are actually doing. Like, what the hell is that? Like, this is not this does not look like a Democrat party with democratic values to me. Like, which Democratic party, purposefully blocks, elections? Tell me, like, actually tell me. But no, they're gonna argue they are corrupted elections, that they have evidence that people were, handing out like fake ballots or whatever. Yeah, like you aren't doing it to. Like both of these parties are completely rotten to the ground, and it's not going to change as long as you keep voting for them. This action will re-establish the role of board members as the ultimate parties responsible for ensuring elections in Fulton County are free from fraud, deceit, and abuse, the Institute will in its release announcing the lawsuit. The group did not respond to a request for a comment, of course not. Fulton County is the heart of the Democratic vote in Georgia, and anything that holds up its totals in November could help make it look like Trump has large lead in the state. Yeah, just, right? A Republican woman, books the election in the Democratic majority, county because it apparently wasn't done legit. Yeah. Very likely story. Yeah, just. Trump and MAGA Republicans have made it clear they are planning to try block certification of November's elections when they are defeated again, and this is a transparent attempt to set the stage for that fight, Georgia Democratic Party Chair and Representative Nikema Williams said in a statement. In Michigan's Delta County Clerk Nancy Przybrodsky, a Republican, said 2 GOP canvassers had requested a hand recount of the votes, which is beyond the scope of their positions. The canvassers eventually voted to certify the May elections after receiving a letter from the state elections director Jonathan Berta, which reminded them of their duties and warned them of consequences of failing to certify. Very good. Still, Przybrodsky said she's concerned about what could happen in November if a similar situation arises. Oh, and it will arise. Oh, they will do their absolute best to win. they want the immunity for him so much. I mean, yeah, sure, keep doing this bullshit in 5 years. I mean, once you're out of the office for the second time, you're going straight to the prison and you're gonna be stuck there until the rest of your life. Oh, you smart bastard. Following the Delta County incident, Michigan Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson and Attorney General Dana Nessel, both Democrats, issued a reminder to local canvassing boards throughout the state, warning them of their legal obligation to certify elections results based solely on vote returns. If they don't, there will be swift action to ensure the legal certification of election results, along with possible civil and criminal charges against those members for their actions. Honestly, I would just put CIA behind their ass and had them remind them what is going to happen to them if they actually try to hinder the democracy. Oh, well, and then suddenly there wouldn't be no trouble with the elections if the CIA actually got involved. Like, those fuckers would be scared out of their ass to try shit like this. Michigan is an example of the futility of the tactic. The new state law makes it clear that canvassing boards can block certification, but Benson said in an interview that she still worries such an effort, even if legal doom would help spread false allegations about the November election. Misinformation and talking points emerge from that enable others, particularly politicians, to continue cast doubt on the accuracy of election results, she said. Ricardo reported from Denver. Okay. I am really trying my best to get, to understand both sides. However, like, this is simply, I am fully convinced the elections in US are tampered with from both sides, alright? However, I do not support any, kind of blocking, the results from coming out, and any type of blocking the elections. I see it as a highly undemocratic, and I think you should be put on trial from, for betrayal of your own country. Wait, give me a moment. I'm gonna. There's a better word for it. I know it. However. Oh yeah, parasite. Okay, that's a. Is parasite the word? I mean, it says translate from French, but okay. Whatever. Yeah, because any attempt to hinder the democracy should be dealt with in a swift fashion. And like I said, I mean, just send CIA behind their asses and there'll be no problems. Like those edgy users think they can be funny, yeah? Just theoretically, whatever, let's not get too angry about this. Netherlands kicks off the first days of election European Union elections across 27 nations. Oh yes, go vote. I will vote too, tomorrow or after tomorrow. Give me a moment, I'm gonna take a sip of drink. And we're back. For the war. App news. Oh, associated press, nice. Netherlands kicks off 4 days of European Union elections across 27 nations. Alright. Alright, there are some voices behind my windows, just... okay, it's gone. PVV Party for Freedom, of course. Oh, this is a wrong... I don't wanna read this, alright, I'm really... It's... No, but it's not really that late, it's afternoon, however, I'm a bit tired after the dentist time. Vote, go vote. You can change a lot by voting. Many people don't vote, and it's a mistake. Like, European Union is having bigger and bigger impact on your life. Every day passes, and you should be able to influence its politics. You have a democratic opportunity to vote and, to change the course of the European Parliament. But to any, course you want. In my country, not many people vote. Like, probably about like something with over 30%. And I think that's a mistake. Then you have some really weird parties that make it to the European Parliament, and they do absolute dog shit there. I mean, they just join some random club and they just vote as their club wants. Nothing more, nothing less. Like, they're completely useless. They sometimes, make a video on YouTube, or they make, a interview just saying how much they do. However, they do absolute jack shit for you. And if you do not like any parties, just as I said, make some political party yourself. Even if you think like you're not a good speaker, and I think you might find someone who's actually good at making speeches, and you can promote your personal, beliefs. I do believe, presenting personal beliefs is better than presenting ideology, as ideology has not done anything to us in the last few decades. It only made us more divided than ever. Go vote and hope we're gonna get some competent politicians there. Oh no, I'm kidding. We're gonna get absolute garbage politicians there. World Health Organization WHO confirms first death from bird flu strain not seen before in humans. Okay. So, first human death from H5N2 bird flu in Mexico. The victim showing symptoms like fever, shortness of breath, diarrhea, and nausea. They are not sure about the source. That's not good. It's not good at all. Let's read the hill. World Health Organization WHO said on Wednesday a man in Mexico died from a strain of bird flu H5N2 that had not previously been reported in humans. The strain is different from H5N2 and one strain of the bird flu virus, which has caused an outbreak among livestock in the US and has infected 3 dairy farm workers. The WHO said current risk of the virus to general population is low. Alright. Okay, describing the symptoms he had. The man who previously had multiple underlying medical conditions, his relatives told the WHO he had been bedridden for 3 weeks before the onset of acute symptoms. He died from complication of his condition. If he was... I mean, if he was in bed, if he was ill for 3 weeks, then it's pretty sus. I mean, if somebody is, in bed even after like 8 days, 8 to 10 days, then you should take him or her to the hospital ASAP. Because, I mean, it can be on, your normal cold, but it also can be something much worse. I have not been, ill for a very long time, actually. Like, it's been a long while since I actually even had a fever. Mm-hmm. Well, this is going to be interesting if this actually develops. Now I remember there was also one other virus that was a little bit going in Africa. It was like the virus that spread on humans who were partaking in sexual activities. I forgot its name. It was not like monkey virus, but it was something similar. I do not know. I unfortunately cannot remember. It was also big. Well, sorry about that. I really need some good sleep. It wasn't big, right? COVID was obviously the biggest, although this virus also got some headlines because of its name and because of how it transmitted on other humans, usually. When is D-Day? Wow. I'm not gonna even bother reading that. When could D-Day be? It definitely couldn't be on 6th of June. YouTube to restrict some of firearm content from for young users. Okay, they write some. I read like restrict firearm content for young users. So okay. Okay, this is that's fair. All right, like the young should probably not know this. And some people will argue that it could save them. However, I mean, you can see like also the things that happens when, and a small infant just takes a gun and kills his mother with it somehow. Like, although then again, like that infant actually doesn't even know how gun works. So I mean, that's a bad example. Yet again, alright. The more I think about it, if your parents have guns, it is more than likely they're gonna show it to you anyways. So, I mean, this is just meh. Insights by Ground AI. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna bother reading this actually. Like, I thought it was all firearm content. This is not interesting for me. It's gonna make little to no impact. If your parents own guns, then the chances they're gonna showed it how to do it to you anyways at some time. So like whatever. Wow, the right is not even covering this. One would think the right would be covering this a lot, considering it's about guns. So who covers it? the star Kuala Lumpur, I don't know. So about it. Toronto Sun, Odessa American, Financial Post, Daily Press, Boston Herald. Who's covering on the left? Okay. Rocky Mountain Outlook, Coast Reporter, NBC Connecticut, Metro Philadelphia, Flynn Film Reminder, Star Tribune, San Antonio Express News. They don't even have actuality. Associated Press, the Delaware County Daily Times, Virginian Pilot, ABC News, Engadget, VCSH. Okay. Very interesting. Okay, we have the final article. Afterwards, I'm gonna read all of it. I'm gonna actually do it in one day, then I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm not feeling quite well, meaning, or specifically, I just need to go to toilet for a while. And I just don't want to have my be right back screen here for like 20 minutes. Considering I only streamed for like 15 minutes now. Oh no, we streamed for about half an hour. AI could supercharge disinformation and disrupt EU elections, experts warn. Indeed, and this could, I mean, it probably already happened. The disinformation already happened, that's for sure, at some scale. I would assume people would try to... Alright, I'm gonna take it right into the hands so I don't have to... So I can just lean against my chair. So I assume people already did this in some small scale so it doesn't get medialized. Otherwise it would be for nothing, those scams. So there's that. Disrupt EU elections? That's a good question. Like it is possible the AI might do something about that. I'm not quite sure how you... I assume you send the election results. Yeah, you obviously send them to electronically. But you get like a physical, votes. Then you count them and afterwards you just... send it to your government. That could be somehow disrupted or tampered with. I'm not quite sure how difficult can it be. I would assume it's relatively secure, but you never know. Like you never know. The AI is definitely getting pretty decent at some parts. At some other parts, it's still pretty primitive. So who covered it? Okay, this again Kuala Lumpur. I'm probably never gonna pronounce it right. We already read a papers quite a bit today, so I'm not gonna click it. They'll be overshadowed by online disinformation. Okay, I low-key wanna click on it to see if they have an actual examples of the disinformation. So let's see. What is happening? There have been plenty of examples of election-related disinformation. 2 days before national elections in Spain last July, a fake website was registered that mirrored one run by authorities in the capital Madrid. It posted an article falsely warning of a possible attack on polling stations by the disbanded Basque militant separatist group ETA. Okay. Well, that's not really on the EU election, but that's alleged. In Poland, 2 days before the October parliamentary election, the police descended on a polling station in response to a bogus bomb threat. Okay, that's definitely serious. However, social media accounts linked to what authorities call the Russian interference infosphere claim the device had exploded. I see. Again, that's not about the EU elections. However, they are examples. So I was expecting something like already about the elections, like some disinformation, like some articles, screenshots or articles. However, this is nothing. Just days before Slovakia's parliamentary elections in November, AI-generated audio recordings impersonated a candidate discussing plans to rig the elections, leaving fact-checkers scrambling to debunk them as false as they spread across social media. Just last week, Poland's national news agency carried a fake report saying that Prime Minister Donald Tusk was mobilizing 200 men starting on July 1st in an apparent hack that authorities blamed on Russia. The Polish news agency killed or removed the report minutes later and issued a statement saying it wasn't the source. Yes, okay. It's really boring and a bit different than the other efforts to create this information from alternative sources, said Alexander Alaphilippe, executive director at EU Disinfo Lab, a non-profit group that researches this information. It raises noticeably the question of cybersecurity of the news production, which should be considered as a critical infrastructure. What's the goal of disinformation? Well, disinformation is disinformation. Like, false inform people. There are no examples, so I'm not gonna bother reading this. Yes, AI is obviously going to have an impact on the elections today, tomorrow, and probably years after. And it is only up to the fact checkers and people to be well educated and to not believe any sensational, headline they see, which is kind of tough considering teenagers and people nowadays in general don't only read, headlines, and they make an opinion just from a headline. And yes, this was not a good example of showing how to, get an opinion when I skipped like half of my articles. However, I'm just not feeling good, and I think I'm gonna have to probably go out shorter too. And I do not want to have the stream running here for like 20 minutes when we only stream to like an hour. That's just not good enough. Let's move on the Twitter Bazaar, and I'm gonna close the Fallout Season 2 article. Like, I'm gonna show it to you right away, and I'm gonna tell you like quickly what I think about it. We are going as fast as possible. As fast as we possibly can. Like, no, just. I hope they only say it big, to say like, we are working very hard on it. Otherwise, if they mean it, like they are going as fast as possible as they possibly can, then you should be worried, because then the second season is going to be shit. I don't know about the first season. I did not watch it. I did actually not even see any reactions to it. So I'm gonna assume it's an okay show. It's an okay show, alright? Yeah, that's what I'm going to assume. I didn't see any articles saying that the Fallout show is garbage. Or I didn't see any videos saying that, so I'm gonna assume it was alright. Let's move to the... Wait, let's check comments. They should be making it now. They're at the lazy with making TV shows these days. Oh my god. Great opinion, thank you. Oh yeah, they should be making it now. So well, TV shows are boring these days or whatever. Oh, you could always do it yourself, you know. Should be making it right now. Oh yeah, that's a great mentality. Yeah, just do it now. Do it now, please. Like, no, have a good preparation about it and make something good. And I'm not sure if this is a joke or not, honestly. Considering in Slovakia there's about like 50% people who might actually believe that the earth is flat, then I'm just gonna assume this is correct. Sorry for not being charitable. Unfortunately, I mean, I might gonna even edit in the clip of Dave Chappelle talking about Candance Owens. That was also a very fun one, and you should be able to make a clear opinion about her. The older I get, the more absurd the concept of dinosaurs roamed the earth until a great big meteor hit becomes to me. First off, it was an asteroid. Second, what is it so absurd? Like, the earth had like 1, 2, 3, maybe, I think 4. It was Silurian extinction. Was it Ordovician extinction or Devonian extinction? One of those. So like 2 extinction, then you had Permian extinction that killed almost like 97% of everything on Earth. But yes, Candance Owens wasn't back, 240 million years ago, so it's definitely not true. It's absurd claim. Like, there always were, Starbucks on every corner. You always could order McDonald's to your house. Like, what an absurd thought. Like, could you imagine somebody would actually believe there weren't any Starbucks around? So yeah, then you had I think it was... You had creation, extinction. I think Dryas, or however you call it. But basically the age when dinosaurs were beginning and were still kind of in a larva stage. You had a really cool small dinosaur roaming there. I think their short name is like Compy, people name them. Something Saurus. Or the other small dinosaurs. There were like two small types of dinosaurs, like tiny. I'm not quite sure which one of them was it. So education, extinction, and then I think it was one more extinction sometime recently, like few million years ago, I believe. I'm not quite sure, I would have to Google it. So yeah, Candance Owens thinks, dinosaurs roam the earth, dinosaurs roaming the earth is absurd. Like, what is so absurd about it that, one big rock can wipe out an entire race of creatures? Like, what's so absurd about it? Like, this can still happen to us. Like, I mean, yes, but these people will get very personal when talking about biology. Like, oh yeah, like, you don't know what chromosome is, huh? So they will ask you 1,000 questions about, human biology. However, then when you ask them about history, then something like dinosaurs, and they're gonna say, "Oh, I think this is an absurd like that. I think it's just some sort of, a theory made by the left that the dinosaurs roamed the earth and made it, yeah, and then just some big rock just killed them all, even though the big rock did not kill them all. It was the aftermath. And same like in the nuclear war, it is more likely you will be killed by the aftermath than the actual strike. But they do not understand that. They are stupid. I'm split, alright? I'm split whether this is a joke tweet or not. Could be both. As I said, I'm gonna include this Dave Chappelle there, just to be funny when I'm not funny. And yeah, let's move on. She's this close to going flat earth. Oh my god, where did the oil come from? Yes, it is very possible these people will rule the USA for the next 4 years. The oil did not came from the dinosaurs. It came much earlier, like 400 million years ago, and almost 500 million years ago. You know why? Because back then there was the things like rotting. When your body was gradually, stripped of its essence. I know that sounds weird, but basically was stripped of its essence. And you were turned into balls wasn't a real thing, so the creatures just stayed like they were. They just stayed like that when they died. And eventually, millions years after, they transformed into something other. Those mass graves of those dead creatures transformed into oil. Good oil. Dinosaurs, where did all the oil come from? Oh, that's a joke. Okay, good. Very good. Sorry, I had to. It cracks me up that some people still believe their cars run on a dino juice. Well, you never know. It's not the older I get, it's the deeper I get in religious dogma and doctrine. Oh my word, the religious folk of America are a special breed. Yes, it definitely seems so sometimes. The more absurd is the 81 million votes claim. Yes, I mean, a lot of right wingers was saying it's absurd. I mean, yeah, they were, convenient to forgetting that Trump got 73 millions, by the way. But yeah, that was definitely legit if Biden was not legit with his 81 millions. Since you're questioning dinosaurs, ask yourself, when does the sea level begin to curve? I'm think this is a tale from her. However, she never made anything that would indicate it's a tale. So like she's going to say, "Oh, look at them, they got all debated," even though I made it sound like it is a real thing. I did not make any clever joke that would just spell it that this is a joke. But hey, her viewers are going to laugh at it regardless because they're just that stupid. Yes, because who are you? Christian rap music but based on the bio... Oh, please don't. Like, I don't know. If she's going to present this as a tale, then she's stupid, like pretty much. Everybody knows that. I mean, any political commentator is stupid, including me and including others. Everybody is stupid. Everybody is stupid. And she doesn't make any like joke here, so therefore, I mean, she's stupid and she's probably going to present that. Low laughing face. Laughing face. In before a journalist makes this a real headline. Yes, okay. Oh yeah, it was joke. It was joke. Even though I did not make any joke here. That's how stupid she is. She cannot even make a joke. She has to then comment under this post. Oh yeah, it was a joke, guys. It was a joke. I fucking hate these people. And we got Elon Musk for the end. I'm glad the government of Japan recognizes the importance of this matter. If radical action isn't taken, Japan and many other countries will disappear. No, they won't. Stop saying this bullshit. The world economy might collapse, that's definitely true. But however, that's the problem of the world economy, that it was built upon eternal growth. The world economy needs more and more people to sustain itself. And when there's an natural correction, when people actually stop, having children for a few decades, then the world economy is going to collapse. Because it was not built upon government mandated dating. No, government has zero fucking reason to tell you who to date. It is only upon you to actually get a partner you like and you want to spend your time with. Unfortunately, most people choose bank. And okay, not most people. Just some people just like to be very picky about something, however, because they think it's good for them. However, whatever. Let's not sleep on this. Japan is not going to disappear, obviously, and even if their population gets curbed by 30 to 40%, like they're gonna still have like 60 to 70 million, which is completely fine. Like, no, like Elon Musk is here fear-mongering you, like they will disappear. No, they will not disappear. They will still have children. Like the nation number will shrink. Oh, this is completely normal. Like humans shouldn't be only growing. There should always be correction. For the last 200 years, our population has been booming. Like, what did you expect? That we are going to be booming forever? That you're gonna have an infinite manpower, an infinite number of workers to exploit? No. Obviously, correction must have come one day or other. And forcing people to actually, I mean, dating is not, guaranteeing children, does not guarantee children. So, I mean, eventually they are going to push this a bit harder and they will mandate, women to have children. And after that, you will have a clear understanding of what the right wing actually is. They want to exploit you. They want to tell you what to do. They want control. They want to control your body. They want you to have children to exploit them and exploit their grandchildren, all for the profit. I responded to that. Nobody cared, obviously, because I'm small. I wish you promoted marriage the same way you promote promiscuity. How many fatherless homes are the direct result of the undereducated and criminals we see today? Fascinating. No, the economy just has to adapt. That's simple as that. And as long as people in charge want to keep the economy, running the same way it is, they will keep importing, migrants in. Simple as that. So I mean, yeah, if people do not want migrants, then they should fix the economy to make it sustainable. Otherwise, you're gonna have to import. If not, the world economy is going to collapse on itself. What about just the exorbitant cost of having a child, housing costs, trying to support a household on one income? There's more than just lack of banging. Also legit. Cost of house in the US is astronomical. It's criminal. So I mean, I'm not surprised that there are not many, people actually they're marrying nowadays. First of all, because they are probably scared they're gonna break up, and imagine paying, money to your other half, or they're just scared that the other half would leave them because they do not have enough money for house, which is also probable because I mean, hey, like women wants like a husband that can actually provide for her. Which is pretty tough in the current USA housing market, to be completely honest. Potential peacemaker enters the world, yeah, and potential Adolf. No. Yes. Financial stability, yes. But okay, it's a part of Elon Musk, so it's going to be probably something bad, but hey. Potential divorce and its consequences. This is also where you should always sign a marriage contract regardless of how much you love each other. I know, like, if your other half is going to bitch about it, then you go there's your red flag. If your other half is not going to bitch about it, and if she or he's going to say okay, then it should be fine. It should be fine. You probably chosen well, because I mean, only someone who has an ill will is going to bitch about you making a marriage contract, or however you call it. Social recognition of being married. I mean, no, maybe, I don't know. Sense of commitment and accountability. Uh, whatever. It is your decision to have children, and nobody should tell you otherwise. It is your decision to start a family, and you should not be forced into marrying someone, because this will most likely not create a happy marriage for you. And you will probably be very scared to actually break it, because people would put pressure on you, so you could end up in abusive marriage. But no, these people do not understand it. They just want you to make children so they can profit of them as well. How populations of selected countries might change. Population of Japan will be dramatically reduced. No, it won't. I mean, this looks like a lot, but remember, it's like 80, 70 years from now. Like, obviously, there's going to be a correction of those numbers. I mean, China is going to fall so massively because of the one-child policy that's on them. Japan is maybe going to lose a lot of people, however, at this point they should be starting to get the birth rates back above 2.0 or 2.1, and they should start growing again. Of course, that is if we don't destroy ourselves in those next 76 years. That's not Kate and Jenna. That's okay, that's probably. I do not want to hear anything from Habsburgs. I do not want to hear anything about children from fucking Habsburgs. Toxic work culture is making people of chicken single longer? Yes. The radical action needed is to work less and more and to have access to affordable homes. That is simply not possible in Japan. People do not realize Japan has a 12 trillion debt. 12 trillion United States dollars. They are the third most indebted country on this planet, only behind China and the USA. And it's not even close. The fourth most indebted country is, I believe, someone like either Spain or Germany with close to 4 trillion. Japan simply cannot afford this unless they want to start the collapse of the world economy. It's very sad about Japan, however they cannot do really anything about it. Cringe. Whatever. Can you check this? No. Please don't. Bro, if he's going to actually give him a position in administration in America, then you're a clown state. You're an actual clown state. His only reason why he is going to get her if they assign him is because he is rich. And of course, he's their guy. There you go. He's not saying anything groundbreaking. Yes, a lot of people don't like, migration in Germany. They're going to be, I think Germany is also in for wild, right? And what do you want to do about it? Force them to have children? Anyways, this is it, alright. This is it. I'm not going to be playing Dark Souls. As I said, I need to go on toilet for a bit, and for a bit I mean for these 15 minutes. My stomach is not feeling too well. Mandated dating. This is something, and this is something then that the I word people would demand. And I believe there were some I word people who actually were demanding, a mandatory, girlfriend or something like that. Japan is an extreme of toxic work culture. We all know that. The sad part is that they really cannot do much about it. Because if they were to try to actually reform the working place, they would have to spend a lot of money, and this could cause their debt to spiral out of control. And it is already very bad. $12 trillion is very bad. Sure, you might say the United States has triple the debt. However, the United States economy is also quite a bit larger. I mean, not that. I mean, it's probably not more than 3 times larger than that. We're gonna take a look right now. There we go. Oh no! Okay, so Japan's GDP is actually garbage. Well, this is problem. I did not look at this before. So, yep, Japan is. You can see the problem here, alright? It's 13.5 trillion, and their GDP is 4.5 trillion. Like, this is very sad that Japan simply cannot do anything about it. Because anything they do about it to actually give more money to people is probably going to cause a catastrophe in the world economy. And if somebody like Japan were to fall, then it is possible we might get a domino effect. But this is very depressing to look at. Well, at least the US debt is still somewhat stable and nothing really is changing. It seems to be around this, or it seems to be stuck around this line, these 34 to 35 trillion. So at least it seems the US has got it under control for now. This is probably going to go higher as the elections draw near, as the people will start spending more. And was I correct? No, I wasn't correct with Germany, so it was Spain, correct? Oh no, it wasn't Spain. Okay, I was completely off. Who was the fourth then? Oh, UK. I see, UK. Sorry about that. So it was UK who had the fourth largest national debt. Then followed by France, of course. These two are still, fighting who's has a bigger PP, in this case national debt. Well, if you want to stress yourself, you can always visit this site. You're gonna get a lot of depressions. I check this page, this site month per month to see what's changed. I last made a screenshot on 11th of March, and the interest on the debt went almost $100 billion up, which is not good. Anyways, this is it. This was just some sort of outro. The world is in deep shit, and it's probably going to blow up very soon. So be prepared, and as I said before, invest. This is not a financial advice. However, I do believe people should vote. People should. Yes, people should vote. That's also, yeah, people should vote. However, people should also invest instead of having their money lay around in banks or send them to some funds where there's a good chance you might lose them. I mean, you're gonna lose them if you, invest yourself too. There's a good chance about that, alright? However, it is you who's going to control this money, and I do think that's better. So yep, this is it. Very short stream. Hope you have a good day, and bye. Stay safe. Can I say anything? I probably did not show this screen the last time when I got followed. Whatever.